In this video, I will give 1 or 2 tips for each of the heroes in the game. If you need full hero guides, we also have a playlist on the channel and you can find it at the bottom of the video description. Note that I have not yet made hero guides for some of the heroes. And getting right into the video, we start off with Stoker. Activating Team Heal just before you come out of invisibility is a very good thing to do against tough enemies, especially if you have 4 personal gears equipped. You can also peek if you can. The enemy cannot do anything to counter this. In the case of Levi, stay close to walls and pay attention to footsteps behind walls. You get more aimed range after hitting the enemy, so moving backwards is also a good strategy. Moving on to Doc, the best way to play Doc in my opinion is to increase his maximum health with the infantry vest and scan flashlight, and then use 4 personal gear for maximum damage reduction. Be sure to peek around corners as well if you want to survive even longer. For Satoshi, use the force field as much as possible and stay close to walls or obstacles. 4 personal gear on all your assault rifle heroes is also a very good choice. Looking at Raven, it's always a good idea to attack from a different angle after scanning. This is because the scan ability reveals your position to the enemy. A quick reload time is also important for using your disarm ability effectively. For Ghost, you need to come out of invisibility before you reach where the enemy is, and then go around them as you shoot. Don't go straight into them or else it might be easy for them to take you out. In Angel's case, you need to master the art of keeping your distance, and this involves moving in while shooting and then going backwards to reload, and you keep repeating this, but don't get too close because the enemy can go through the shield and take you out. For Freddy, because his vision is very bad but he has a high movement speed, you need to keep moving at all times and only stop to pick up items. Moving in a zigzag pattern also makes it harder to be destroyed. Moving on to Sparkle, go straight through enemies and keep moving as you reload. Don't stay near the enemy while reloading or you will get destroyed. You can also use grenades to take off armor and make your job easier. For Arnie, land on top of the enemies and keep moving side to side or around them as you attack. Staying in one place is a risk unless the enemy has low health. Hurricane has entered the chat. Similar to Angel in the fact that keeping your distance is very important because other heroes can still destroy you when they go through your shield. You can also move around the enemy as you attack. For Cyclops, you need to scan before attacking for maximum damage and keep moving backwards after landing the first hit. This makes it impossible for enemies to do any damage to you. For Mirage, use and cancel your breakaway ability right after landing the first shot. This ability also increases your range and gives a speed boost, which is necessary for good movement. In the case of Firefly, heal during battle. This almost guarantees winning the battle because you get a faster fire rate after taking damage, and this increases your chances of destroying the enemy before they take you out. In the case of Slayer, when you use thermal vision, aim to the side first and then turn your gun towards the enemy after it has achieved the maximum accuracy. It's also good to change to a new position whenever you can. When it comes to blot, you need to land the first shot and then place down your force field after the enemy has seen where you are. You can also use the shield just to achieve a longer range than enemy snipers, and this can be a very good trick when they don't know that you've activated your force field in a hidden position. For Bastion, don't chase faster heroes around. Just stay close to walls and let them attack you. This is important in making sure that you don't get caught out in the open without being able to use your shield. In the case of Dragoon, land on top of the enemy and shoot while you go around them. Dragoon also has a decent weapon range, so you don't even need to get so close to start shooting. For Bertha, stay out of the open and always make sure that you're close to a teammate. Don't shoot through many walls and obstacles. It greatly reduces the final damage you do on the enemy. Moving on to Leviathan, you need to shoot while you go backwards and you should also place your turrets on enemies who have been knocked out. This greatly prevents them from being revived, especially if you know how to hide the turret. For Smog, don't rush to fire the rockets. Keep in mind that only a direct hit will destroy a shield, so take your time and aim before you fire your rocket. And now, looking at the latest 2 heroes that have been added recently to the game, and we start off with Lynx. Sniper mode is excellent when you're going up against SMG heroes or other heroes with low health. Rapid fire mode is better for enemies with more HP, but you need to move around them as you shoot just to avoid getting destroyed. And the final hero that we look at in this video is Tess. You need to use your lightning ball when shield heroes are rushing in, and if they are rushing together, Tess will easily disable their shields and destroy the entire team in most cases. You can also use for personal gear if possible, because Tess falls under the assault rifle class, and this class of heroes performs very well with their team heal ability if they have for personal gears equipped. And there you have it. At the bottom of the description, you can also find a playlist with more detailed hero guides and suggested gear combinations. If you found value in this video, here is a few other videos you might like.